mayor plan to house migrants from the southern border at this former grade school in a fully residential neighborhood with 4 other schools filled with children nearby. The city brought the migrants in, and they were greeted by their new neighbors.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about the growing crisis in New York City. So the southern border has been getting, it's mostly been crossed for the most part by those who are coming in illegally. And this has been a serious process overall that Texas has been dealing with for a number of years now. So what the governor of Texas has been doing is shipping those who desire to go to different parts of the country in buses around the country. So places like New York City, places like Chicago, Washington, D.C. have been getting hundreds of thousands of people migrating to their city now since they are consider themselves a sanctuary city. This has been causing a stir recently. Can you imagine if 100,000 people showed up one day into your city? That, most places can only hold maybe 3 million people. If you receive 10% of your population in a month, that's going to have some serious issues on some already tight supply of housing. So here, I'm going to go ahead and play you a video. We'll go ahead and watch this, come back and talk to you about it just after that.
About 30 migrants are now refusing to leave, left in limbo with nowhere else to go as the city appeals the judge's decision.
About 20 other migrants who arrived this afternoon decided to leave the shelter on their own after they were heckled by protesters outside of the school. They said that they did not feel safe.
Oh! Where's the children? You're not welcome! We have an all-girls Catholic high school literally 50 feet from this facility. If your 16-year-old daughter attended this school, would you want a migrant shelter right across the street?
And he ruled that there's an emergency temporary restraining order from anyone occupying this building. For now, Staten Island's one.
Soon, the migrants who had just arrived 2 hours earlier were on their way out.
And it's not our responsibility. Come on. No one's giving me free food. No one's giving me free housing.
Now, we have not been allowed into the school. We can't tell whether all of the migrants have left. We are told that some have refused to leave and are still staying, but the court order requires them to leave, and the matter will be reconsidered at another court hearing in September.
All right, so we see there that this is becoming a very tense situation. This is happening, in many different parts of the country. So people are also upset in Chicago. I'll go ahead and read a quick statement here. So there's an article that says that so somebody told them not to share those documents, and that's nonsense. Just 2 weeks after CBS 2 aired the report about secrecy in City Hall in Chicago, officials sent in the spending records. The records included vendor names, invoice numbers, and paid amounts. The information accounted for 83 million out of 110 million spent on migrant care so far. At least 40 different companies had organizations receive money. So here is a interesting aspect, right? So as these services are needed, you see right here that these city officials are spending money regardless of what's going on, and $83 million to spend in a 1-year time frame and a 6 months time frame is a whole lot of money. So again, on this channel, we speak about how we can grow our wealth, how we can be able to better secure our families. This is something that is going to be a hotly tested issue. There's been over 2.4 million people who have crossed the border in the past year. And think about that, in 10 years, that'll be 20 million people who have migrated here to the United States. Again, there's no tracking of who it is that's coming across the border. But additionally, if you're looking for ways on how you can make money, it's obvious that money is being funneled into these areas. So whether it is you're doing labor work, whether it is you're doing electrical work, there's going to be need of building out facilities for people to stay if there's no improvement in overall in terms of this organized migration process. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.